guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Battlestar Galactica. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 9 of season 4 of Battlestar Galactica. The last episode, we had Mark Sheppard back. We had Roma Lampkin. Anytime he graces the screen, we are just in the presence of greatness. But definitely this was kind of a different Romo. You know, he was definitely, it took me a while to realize that you know, he was struggling with some sort of mental break. I'm not going to diagnose it, but, you know, he was seeing a cat that wasn't there. And I could tell something was off with him. And definitely, you know, he was always grieving his family and not being able to get them out and not being with them. And, you know, saving the cat. And the cat was the one thing he had. And then when he leaves Galactica after Gaius's trial, you know, he's just in his room with this tiny little window and a dead cat. And that will do things to a person. No matter how strong you are mentally, you know, it can still break you down. When you have grief, it can eat you alive. Now, I am a firm believer, and I absolutely love the term, what is grief but love persevering? And I totally believe that is that when you grieve somebody, you're still feeling, you know, their loss, but also the love that you have for them. And not having the one connection still to his family, not having Lance anymore, I think was kind of the breaking point. Now, Lee, of course, at the very beginning of the episode, like, we already knew that he was probably going to end up being president. He already knew he was going to end up being president. Bringing Romo in to kind of like help break it down, it was just so Romo could pick him and it could be like legal instead of having like the 12 do it or whatever. I'm not quite sure what Lee's motivation was other than to have Roma Lampkin say, hey, you know, the only person for the job is Lee, right? Which I kind of, yeah, I don't know any of the other people that were in the room. And I feel really bad for Zarek because, you know, he's vice president and technically he should be taking over that role. But, you know, Adama wasn't going to have it, or at least wasn't even going to consider talking to Zarek. So, yeah, definitely Lee taking over while the president is away, I think is best case scenario. And, you know, maybe even if she and when she comes back, maybe he should stick there so she can concentrate on, like, maybe, you know, not dying. Yeah, it was really good to see him again. And I really love the fact that Lee gave him Jake. I have like this like little thing in my head, like how great would it be to see Roma Lampkin running on a field on Earth, throwing a ball to Jake and just smiling. He could even have his little sunglasses on. It's fine. But like, what if he was happy? Like, I don't know. I'm like writing all these possibilities in my head. Like I'm romanticizing it a little bit. Oh, but speaking of romance, what a great segue. Although I don't know if I would necessarily say it is romantic, but it is romantic for Admiral Adama. He's staying behind. He gave up the Galactica to Tai because he couldn't be objective about the mission, about whether or not he's going to chase after the Battlestar. And like, he wasn't able to disconnect his feelings for Laura from the mission. And it took him a while to get there. But once he did, him staying behind in a Raptor, waiting for her to come back, be still my heart, saying he couldn't live without her. Again, I don't think that those two things are romantic for me, but they are definitely romantic for him. Like, that's like how he shows his romance. And like, it's so beautiful to see. Now, Tai being in charge, after the fight he had, being accused of impregnating 6. Now, here's the thing. If he's seeing her as Ellen, that is really unfair to 6. Incredibly unfair to 6. She just wants connection and love. And he's just seeing Ellen. And for whatever reason that he loves Ellen as much as he does, I don't understand. But like, you love who you love, apparently. You know, I have issues with how people pick their people on this show, like the whole Lee Starbuck thing and Ellen and Saul, just even Adama and his first wife, like just very toxic. I mean, Callie and Chief, you know, there were like so many things that were very toxic about all those pairings that I was just like, oh, okay, I guess he really does love Ellen. And you know what? He's very distraught that he had to kill her, and finding out that he's a Cylon and she was, you know, helping Cylons, and that's why she had to be killed. Like, I get his conflict. But you know, if he did impregnate Six, I still like, I'm kind of like, well, can Cylons get each other pregnant? Because Chief and Boomer and Anders and Starbuck, I mean, I know Starbuck is not a Cylon, but like, I mean, I believe Anders really loves Starbuck. So if love is the key, then why can't Starbuck get pregnant? Maybe the Cylons took her one good ovary. I don't know, you know, but I think like Chief and Boomer, like, I'm like, y'all were hooking up. Like, I mean, maybe they were actively not trying to get pregnant, which, I mean, I don't know. I don't know safe sex practices on the Galactica, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know, and I don't think Cylons can get each other pregnant, but like, that's an assumption. So I think that there's still a chance of it, and the fact that he might have thought that it was Ellen while he was doing it, and then Six was saying, like, is this love? Ew. Blah. Blah. But if she is, whether it is a spontaneous midi-chlorian kind of thing, or if it is in fact Ty's baby, oh God. I mean, we've had, you know, it just made me think about Chief and Callie. If Chief could get Callie pregnant and she wasn't a Cylon, then Anders could have and should have been able to get Starbuck pregnant. Not that they were trying, not that anybody except Chief and Callie were trying, but like, you know, I so want to be happy for Six and the baby that she has, that she's like, that Athena and Laura are seeing in the dream with Gaius. That's the baby that, you know, it wasn't actually Athena's baby. It wasn't actually Hera. It was Six actually having a baby. And I don't know what to think of it. Like, I'm so flummoxed because I'm trying to like be like, okay, well, yeah, like Six and Gaius can go raise this baby together if it's Ty, or if it's Gaius's, which I don't know how that even happened. If it is a Jesus baby, then like, all hail the Cylon baby, I guess. Like, there's just like so many scenarios where I'm just like, what is happening right now? I think I've said that from the very beginning of the show. Like, I can't quite figure it out, and once I think I do. So now Ty's in charge. He's got the better bedroom now. If he moves into Admiral Adama's quarters, which means that there's plenty of space to have your Cylon prisoner come visit you. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, especially if he knows now, like is he gonna be mentally struggling with that? I don't even know if we're gonna see that in this one. I think we're going to the Battlestar because I want to know what happened there. I want to know. They came upon a mess. And it was determined that they destroyed the hub, which means that there is no more resurrections. If you're a Cylon, if you die, you die. You're dead. You're gone. I do love that moment we got with Natalie and Coddle, of her, like, you know, she's reaching towards the light, and, you know, there's Coddle holding her hand, which I thought was a beautiful moment. But, you know, I hope death is everything a Cylon expects it to be. I guess we'll never know. And what I'm super excited to get to is like the hub being destroyed and the threes being unboxed. And like, I've never been so excited to see Deanna again in my life, because I don't know how that's going to go, but it's going to be wild, I'm sure. And, you know, of course, we have all the Cavils and the Simons and who's the guy with the jacket? Dorals. You know, they're out there floating around too, so we have to worry about them. But guys, I'm super excited to get into this episode. I know I probably skipped a million things, but I can't wait any longer. I want to get in here, and I want to see the hybrid and Laura and Gaius and the connection. And then Gaius is like, that's my baby, even though it might not be his baby, but it might be his baby with his baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why I want a happy ending for him and Six too. Everybody on the show is really horrible, and I still want good things for all of them. I guess that's an empathetic nature of a very sensitive person, but I don't know. I don't know. Except Leoben. I want him to sit in a corner and think about what he's done. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Ooh, the hub. We are going back. And I've got some rosé for today. Okay? What do you say? I haven't even had a sip yet. Delirious.
Waiting alone in a Raptor as the rest of the fleet jump away. Sounds a lot like suicide, Dad.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Because I can't live without her.
Okay, maybe it is slightly romantic. I don't want anyone to ever feel like they can't live without me. 2 days ago. It's so weird to see Rosalind in like a new, sleek setting.
Plug it in. I need to talk to it.
Let God's will be done.
Shut up.
Wait, what? Why? Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Lasha.
Oh, hi. Nice to see her again. Been a long time. Oh. Was that in between something?
She can just do that. She can just
jump again. Oh, this isn't good.
Will you walk with me?
Where is this the in between that Deanna would go to sometimes? Like in between death?
What's going on? It's empty.
It is. Feels bigger this way, doesn't it?
I don't like that echo. Feels eerie.
It's so quiet. It's strange.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things are strange.
Yeah, Rosalind's hair was different when she was with Elosha, so I don't know what that means. I just know that it's obviously not the Rosalind in the wig, and it's not the Rosalind with the cancer. It's somebody else. We get different iterations of different people on this show. 2 jumps.
The dove drown out the heartbeats of those who follow. The 6 is back in the stream.
That's unusual.
6 is back in the stream. Does that mean Natalie is still with us? She's been downloaded? 6 is back in the stream?
Why are you jumping the ship?
The 6.
Uh-huh.
The 6 who went among the makers is no longer.
The 6.
Tighten the spools.
She means Natalie.
Reload the...
She's either been hurt or killed back on Galactica.
Reload the cannon.
And we can't unplug her because now she's wired herself into life support.
All right,
Oh,
then why don't we give this a go? Hey, stop jumping the ship, all right?
Nice try, guys.
I just opened myself up to it on a spiritual level.
Oh, God. This can't be good to jump this many times. Well, maybe it's completely fine. Who knows? They seem to be able to do it quick.
But you and me, we gotta get onto the hub in the middle of that mess. And try to find Deanna.
It's not Athena.
It's not a great plan. There's no time.
You okay, Hilo? What's going on?
Hey, let me help you.
I know it's the same model, but ick.
I got curious about Athena. About her and Hera and you.
Uh-huh.
So I accessed her memories
What a
from her last day.
violation!
You have her memories.
They're as real as my own.
I know this must feel like a violation of trust or something, but
Uh-huh.
I don't want it to be strange.
You've already made it strange.
All right, sure.
Yeah, walk away, Hilo. Creepy.
And when Deanna comes back from the dead, bring her to me.
I think the Cylons think that she'll be interrogated by both groups together.
I'm sure they do. Bring her to me.
Oh, Rosalind.
She
just
knows
complicates
the
everything.
identities of the 5 Cylons. I want to talk to her alone.
Trust works both ways. Such a dope ship. Oh, good. Yay.
Welcome home, Deanna.
You told me I'd never have to go through this again.
Why did they bring her back, though?
Uma's an 8. Shouldn't she be on the other side?
Well, she's kind of fracking him.
8.
Ugh.
She's seen the light of reason, and an 8 can make a passionate ally.
My pet 8?
I brought you back to heal us, sister, and end this shameful war.
He's such a master manipulator. Ugh. I thought she'd be grateful to be brought back. She was actually okay sleeping. Whatever.
If you dress him, use that number, okay?
Should have scrubbed this.
What is Six's outfit? It
everyone
looks
listen up.
great.
Training is just as good as yours.
Oh, yeah? 20 some of you I've taken out weren't that good.
Oh, God. Come on, guys.
We cut the cable, right?
Silent pilots cut the cable. Then you sling out of their birds and you turn your power on.
Yeah, so if the silence don't lift up, and then we're toast, right?
I'm sorry, their outfits are awesome.
Look, there was an opera house. An opera house. Are you listening to me?
Is anyone trying to hold her hand?
She's not listening.
Protect the child.
Yeah,
She said protect the child.
So obviously I was the one protecting the child, wasn't I, in the opera house?
No.
You're really arguing about this right now?
Listen.
Booting up.
Uh-oh.
I mean, obviously you've done this 1,000 times before.
Can you please just try holding her hand?
What I'm doing is I'm actually focusing on her, all right?
You're yelling at
Now
her.
tell us what happened in the opera house now, all right?
Oh, the only thing you're doing is yelling.
I'd love to see you do any better.
All right, I'll do it. Open the door.
3. The 3 is online. The 3 is online.
The 3 is online. The 3 is online.
Accessing
The
data.
3 is Deanna. Deanna's in a body.
Booting
Deanna's
up.
back in a body.
Booting up.
Jump! Oh, another jump. Well, here we go.
The ancients used to say a people is only as strong as the body of its leader.
Are you saying that humanity died because I died? If you're my subconscious, I've got to say you're a little full of myself.
When I finished, I looked at what I had done. I did not see a garden. I saw a scar. This island had saved my life, and I had done it no service.
What does it mean? Ooh. Old friend, guys?
I told you about God, didn't I?
God. Would you like to hear about our Lord, dear, and Savior? Whatever, however they say it.
I will say that if the Cylons had the option, that's exactly what they would do.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Not the Sharons.
If you can't do this job, find me someone who can.
Lady, you're not with it right now. You're seeing somebody dead walking around Battlestar Galactica. Like, come on. And you know he's gonna do the right thing. He's gonna do what he's ordered to do.
25 heavy raiders just launched from the new arrival. Heading our way.
With Vipers in tow? Yep.
Come on, let's get this carpool started.
Oh, calm down, Celix. Hardball? That's actually pretty accurate. Like, I've been in the back car, like, being towed, and I, like, have to, like, work the brake and all that. It's not for me. Alright, alright. See, look at that. They cut the cables, you non-believers. Why am I mad at the humans? I have no idea. It's because I want to go to Earth and I want it to be easy. As easy as possible.
They're gonna blow the hub.
That would be mass murder. Death would be permanent for all of us. They've gone insane.
Permanent death.
That's probably what she
Well, that
wants.
makes this all the more meaningful.
Oh! Holy shit, I'm not upset about that. Way to go, Deanna. I mean, he's just gonna resurrect in like 5 seconds, but she's like, she's a mom getting out of the bathtub, was like, oh, do I have to keep doing this? Oh, this is amazing. But like how, okay, so they take out the FTL.
Their FTL. That hub's
Yeah.
not going anywhere.
Okay, take us down.
Alright, let's bring home a 3. Or a couple. I mean, you know, just in case we lose one. If you grab 2, which they only resurrected 1, but if you grab 2, then you give 1 to Rosalind and 1 to the Cylons.
And God doesn't want any of his creations to be slaves.
Are you trying to reason with that?
Slave. Exactly.
What is that face Gaius is making? He's just trying to convert anybody now, huh? Oh, this is amazing. Space shit!
Place is gonna go!
Run!
In your bathrobe. Welcome back. Oh, so dope. The money spent was definitely much greater. This looks so much better than previous seasons. Look at this.
Okay, I'm jumping back home.
Oh. At least they'll know where to go. He's kind of a coward, but maybe I would do the same thing. This would probably scare the shit out of me. Oh no.
Carl, come on, let's go.
Oh. Oh. It's not her. She's safe. She's back on Galactica. Ugh. What a beautiful moment. I just love his heart. Like, he just feels bad about it. He's still gonna do his duty, but he feels bad about it.
Pathetic. Pathetic, isn't it?
What is he doing with the Centurion? Oh, so dope. Oh, wow. Did not expect that. You okay, guys? Oh no! I don't want anything to happen to Gaius.
Put him over there. Wait. Oh. Easy, slow.
Yeah, next to the hybrid, let the blood drip into the water. Okay, the hybrid's
Find out what's going on.
Yes, sir.
She's gonna save his life?
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Laura, you hate him. You give him some meds or something.
Sorry. You got this
I'm sure part of her enjoyed
you got
that.
this big hole in your hide, as Connor would say.
You're taping his shirt. You need to take his shirt off.
At least I can.
He's gonna get an
I
infection.
think you're gonna live, as usual.
You're very pretty.
Oh.
Yeah, that morpho worked fast.
I was harboring the most awful, desperate guilt. Now it's gone.
Oh, well.
What was your guilt about?
Yeah, are you gonna confess?
I gave the access codes to the Cylons. They wiped out most of humanity. I was loved by God. Looking back, I think I was rewarded.
Well, that's a way to look at it.
I can give you that peace, Laura, that freedom. Pray with me.
Okay.
What are you doing?
It's all right.
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, please.
Girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? I know she hates Gaius and it'd be so easy to let him die, but, like, please don't do that. I mean, her hearing about what he did, like, I don't know how her of all people could ignore it. Wow. Whoa.
And with a whimper, every Cylon in the universe begins to die.
And it's a good thing, Deanna, because now there's no difference. We can all start trusting each other.
I hope you can start trusting each other. Hilo knows that that's not the plan. Please stop him from bleeding. Take the bullet out.
Don't do this to me, please.
Come on. I don't know if I can forgive you if you kill Gaius. If you let him die, I don't think I can forgive you.
What do you want from me here?
Just love someone.
Love. Huh.
You go and you rest down.
It's not even real and it's beautiful. My God. Do something, Laura. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead.
Oh, stop bleeding.
Oh, God,
Stop the bleeding. Stop the bleeding. Oh.
Hopefully you guys are the same blood type. Tap in, give him some.
Don't go.
I can't.
No more, don't go.
She's been in the hospital enough. She should know how this works. Okay, girl. Proud of you. I don't care how bad somebody is, you just don't let them die. I'm proud of you, girl. You didn't have to do that. I'm so happy she did.
Yes. Don't let anyone in here, whatever it takes. Thank you.
I thought maybe she'd have a change of heart. Nope.
So you know about the final 5. But you don't know that you're one of them.
What? Oh, that's not funny.
Your face.
That's not funny. That's actually really funny.
Not until I feel like I'm safe. Because information is all I got, sweetie.
Good for you, Deanna.
Every jump brings us a little bit closer to home. Galactica. My home. Maybe there's something there for me.
Maybe even closer.
Did they jump back to where Admiral Adama was? Oh, not yet. Like right now. Go get your girl! She just saved her worst enemy's life. Go get your girl!
Missed you.
Me too.
Oh, Bear, you're killing me with your score, man. You're killing me.
Love you.
Oh. Okay. Oh, trying to collect myself. I was like, so I look, is Gaius the moral center of anything? No. But he's found a path and he's trying to redeem himself. Now, do you get brownie points for that? I don't know if you are responsible for the near end of the human existence. And her hearing that, I mean, I get it. I get it. She's like, I hate everything about you. Oh, yeah. And you're responsible for this? I'm not going to help you anymore. By the way, I'm going to make it worse. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that vibe. I don't like that way of going about things. I am definitely not somebody who is okay with killing another individual or letting somebody die because of your personal feelings towards them. It's funny because I'm like, space Leoben. But especially when he's trying. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like the whole God thing. Him talking to the Centurion was really weird. And sometimes this show is a little, just a little, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is this happening right now? I don't know. And just somebody let me know, like, what the hell is he doing with the Centurion? But, like, I don't think if she had let him die and Gaius had died that I would ever forgive Rosalind for that. And it's, I don't want to say she's equally as bad, but boy, is her road through this whole thing, like, there's plenty of blood on it. She's responsible for a lot of shit that went down and is continuing to go down. And I thought maybe after saving Gaius in 3 coming in and saying he's going to live, that maybe she'd be like, hey, let's invite the other Cylons over. Now, I think that that was very smart of Deanna. Not only, like, when she's brought back, she's just like, I thought I was done. Like, seriously? Like, she really wants to die. She doesn't, not that she wants to die and she's, like, looking to die, but, like, she doesn't want to be downloaded. She doesn't want to be resurrected. She wants there to be an end point to her line and to her life. And now, especially with the hub being blown, she knows she's the most important person in the entire universe. For the fleet and for the Cylons, she's got some info up here. And her fucking with Rosalind was so good. I was like, that's not funny. But I was like, actually, it's really funny. Because I was like, is she? Is she? Because we don't know the one. We don't know the last one. If she was on Colonial 1, she doesn't hear that music. I was just like, oh, shit. But, like, I don't see a Cylon having cancer twice. You know what I'm saying? So, like, obviously she's not. But, like, Rosalind's just kind of like, what? I'm a Cylon? And Deanna's like, gotcha. I dig it. I dig it a lot, especially after what Rosalind put me through. Now, Elosha, kind of showing her way through these visions. And I don't know if the president has had a hardened heart and Elosha was trying to tell her that, like, you don't love these people. And they're just awful, aren't they? I don't know if that's her inner thoughts coming out in Elosha, like if she's saying those things, because that's what Rosalind is trying to protect herself from, because especially when you're dying or you're facing the end, sometimes protecting the people around you or protecting yourself from feeling any more pain is what you do. And I don't know if that's like what she was trying to prevent by never really fully telling Bill, I'm going to call him Bill, I never call him Bill, but by telling Bill, like, I love you, and him saying it's about time, her seeing him put the ring on her finger. The symbolism of that is so beautiful and so wonderful. And I don't think that their relationship is toxic. I don't think she is great. I don't think he is great, but I think that the good parts of each other are definitely together. You know, if someone increases your joy and decreases your grief, that is wonderful. And I think that that's what they do for each other, is that they increase each other's joy and they decrease each other's grief. And I think that that is like such a wonderful way to love each other. Now, again, you could have 2 shit people that love each other. You could have 2 great people that love each other, you know, like Athena and Hilo. You know, I'm not happy with Athena currently about her shooting Natalie, but at the same time, like she's fairly a good person. You know, she's done a lot of good in her life for the fleet. And Hilo is the same. He's a Boy Scout, right? We love Hilo, you know, and those are two good people that kind of do that for each other. They increase each other's joy and decrease each other's grief. And I'm happy for the president and for Adama regardless, because there's a lot of people that are not Rosalind fans. And I really liked her in the very beginning. And I do have that conflict with her, the same that I've always had with Gaius and what I've had with like Leoben and like, you know, certain characters that I thought were highly toxic or made decisions that just grate me. I love that she made the choice to save Gaius, although I think she made the choice to save Gaius to kind of like when Alosha says like, oh, you thought saving one life was going to like open the gate to Earth. You know, I don't know if it's because she couldn't live with the idea of killing him or if it's because she actually thought that was a good deed. Because if God has looked down onto Gaius and said, you are the flood and you have been chosen to continue this journey, you have been rewarded, as he says. Imagine being the person that let that person die and then everything goes to shit. So it's just like, whatever. We'll stop the bleeding. Let Gaius live another day. Go back to his nymph squad, you know? Yeah, I was feeling some things with Rosalind there. Now, I don't know. I mean, it's so crazy that we have Admiral Adama on a base star with the president. I don't know if they're going to still have a conversation with the hybrid. I am bugging, dude. I am bugging bad. I cannot wait to watch that episode. I can't do it today. But I'm definitely going to do it soon. I rather enjoyed this episode. I felt myself getting irritated with certain aspects. Rebel Sharon, as they had in the quotes. I did not like that she downloaded Athena's memories and that she has those memories. So it is like she had those feelings for Hilo. That is definitely a violation. Stealing someone's memories? Like, come on. That's not okay. You know? And then when she's like mad at him for taking Deanna to the president, she's like, trust. And it's like, we're supposed to trust you? Like, you had a big speech to make everybody unite, but like you stole somebody's memories. Like, why would we trust you? And then it was so satisfying to see Deanna just crack Cavill. Like, he's not coming back. There's more. I know there's more. I don't know what Boomer's up to. Was she on the hub or did she get out? I don't know. I mean, now that Callie is gone and Chief is a Cylon, maybe like when the truth is revealed, Chief will be like, Boomer baby, I miss you. Come here. I mean, I don't imagine Chief would ever say something like that, but I think it would be lovely if that happened at the end. And Cavill calling her pet. Ugh. Pet 8. Get fucked, Cavill. Oh my god. I hate him. I don't think anyone's just like, oh, I love Cavill, but I think like as a character, Dean Stockwell plays him amazingly, but as a character, like he does exactly what he's supposed to do. He is there to manipulate. Like, and he really tried, and Deanna's just like, no, been there before. Snap. It was so satisfying. Okay. So Gaius hopefully recovers. Still got a bullet in him. I feel like I don't work in the gunshot wound area of anything, but I feel like taking that out is a good idea. If you can sew it up, that would be wonderful. But maybe like they'll get back to Coddle and Coddle will pop it out and just be like, it's just like 2 stitches. You guys couldn't do that? Cylons. I'm not sure. But hopefully Gaius is okay. Like I said, I don't feel like anybody is safe. So I thought for sure that they could kill Gaius off and I would just be like devastated. One, because like the absence of James Callis would be felt. But also the absence of Gaius. Like he's such an interesting character. No matter how you feel about him, like I enjoy him on the show. And there are things that are very infuriating about him, and there are things that are so wonderful about him all at the same time. And I love his presence here, and I would feel like there is a gaping hole, like, in my heart to not have Gaius around anymore, which is crazy to say out loud. Rosalind, I think I'd be upset. But at the same time, I think I would almost be more upset about the Admiral's loss, more so than the loss of her. But I think that's also me gripping with my own grief over cancer and what it can do to the human body, and just, you know, losing my sister and everything. So I feel like I'm projecting a little bit, that I worry more about loved ones than the person who's going through it, because, like, that's pain, that's suffering. And sometimes, you know, the relief of someone finally passing on, that they're not in pain anymore. I feel that too. But, you know, it really depends on what she does between now and then. You know, if she kind of opens herself up to the possibility of working with the Cylons, instead of being deceiving and deceptive, you know, like, they risk their lives to, like, destroy that hub, you know, and they know that they can die now. Like, how do you not have more trust in them, because they put themselves in a very vulnerable situation? It just, to me, is like, I get the hate, I get the distrust, but I'm also like, at some point you do have to move on from it. At some point you can't harbor those feelings anymore, because they will either eat you alive or they will get you killed, and you have to move on from it. Like, stop it. So, they know Natalie has been killed. That's unfortunate, but the hybrid knows all. The hybrid kept jumping all over it until they reached the hub. So I think the hybrid knows that, like, that needed to happen. I don't think the hybrid would let it happen. I don't, because, like, you know, they even said, like, we can't tell her what to do. You know, she's running the show. So I think the hybrid is, I don't want to say omniscient, but I feel like the hybrid is omniscient. Like she can, like, foresee things and makes things happen, so it works in the best overall favor of either the hybrid or the Cylons or everybody in general. Yep. Oh my gosh. I feel like I keep thinking, like, the next episode is going to reveal all. I don't know if that's true. They might wait 7 episodes to tell us what's going on and who that last Cylon is. It better be good, waiting all this time. It better be good. All right, guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 4 episodes early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. It helps the channel, and I appreciate you for that. But did you feel the same way I did about Rosalind wanting to let Gaius die? I was like, I will not forgive you, woman. I will not forgive you. And I feel like that's the general consensus. At least it should be. If it's not, like, please let me know why. I mean, I know Gaius isn't, like, a model citizen, but at the same time, does he deserve to die that death right then and there? After all the amends that he's trying to make. And granted, it's mostly self-serving almost all the time. I get that 100%, but, like, really, like, how did you feel about that whole scenario? Were you happy to see Deanna again? Because it's funny, I was like, I don't like Deanna. I don't like Deanna at all. Good, she's been boxed. And then I see her and I'm like, yes! Give it to me. And she was serving. What a different Deanna. She woke up with an attitude. And I love that for us. I enjoy it thoroughly. But I can't wait to see where that goes. That's amazing. And also, did you get a little weepy with the Adama Rosalind thing? Because, like I said, they might not be the best of people, but they bring out the best in each other in those moments. They're very lovely. Oh, I've been doing a lot of crying lately on my channel. I think I just cry a lot, and I know I get accused all the time, like, you cry too much, but, like, they're genuine feelings. But, like, I feel like soft spots in my heart for a lot of these characters, no matter how despicable they can be and they may be. I always choose to see the good in them, and I absolutely love this show. It's such a good show. It's different than any other sci-fi show I watched. I don't know if I would rank it among my favorite sci-fi shows because I don't think it's sci-fi. I think it's a drama. Yeah. A drama that happens to take place in space on a ship. And what about the space shit? And like I said, when I'm watching it, like I just notice it looks better than past seasons. And like I think they spent a lot of money on certain aspects of certain seasons. Like the Adama maneuver. Like they spent money on that whole sequence because they were like, we need this to look good. But sorry, my nose is tickling. I think like this season, I don't know if they upped the budget or if they were just like, we're putting more into it. We're cutting in other places, you know, where they cut the corners. Ew. But I think it looks so much better this season, and it's so exciting when like it's hard for me to keep track of, and I think that like it's so chaotic, but like that's war. Like it's not super clean, and like they're not just following one person, and like the path in which they're shooting and all that, like it's all over the place. And I really love the visuals that we're getting of that. I don't blame obviously the Viper pilots for not trusting the Cylons, but like Celix is like, she's a little chippy. She's a little chippy. At some point they gotta trust, right? And like that's the whole thing, is like, you know, like what Adama said to Athena is just like trust isn't something you give, like it's just something you do, right? And I hope that established some form of trust, because, you know, they towed the Vipers out, they cut the cables as they were supposed to, they did everything that they were promising. No, next episode, obviously, like there was a deception that they had planned anyway. So we'll see. I didn't see a Leoben anywhere. What is he up to? Probably trouble. That's what he does best. Interesting. But you know, like the Viper pilots kind of have to see them a little bit differently now that they did everything that they said they were going to do. And integrity means a lot. And if they don't see that, if there's still distrust, then they were just going to be distrustful anyways, that it didn't matter what they did. So I hope that we see in the future that there is an extension of trust some way, somehow, because I feel like that's the only way all these people survive. I don't think the humans make it to Earth by themselves, and I don't think the Cylons make it to Earth by themselves. I feel like if they don't go and they don't do it together, they're all fracked. I'm just saying. So guys, come back here for the next episode. I think it's going to be a good one. I'm excited. Okay. Bye.